Hello guys, welcome to another Project Untethered Adventure Van Life Edition.
In today's video, we're going to show you everything we learned choosing the right camper van for van life. Let's go. Alright guys, so for those of you who need a recap, after getting stuck in Cambodia for 3 months, we finally gave in and decided to head back to the US. Now for the past 2 months, we've been just hanging out here and visiting with family and enjoying ourselves, but we're getting a little bit antsy to travel again.
So we decided to buy a van.
But it wasn't easy. Choosing the right van for van life took us about 2 weeks, and it was filled with ups and downs.
And we learned a lot of useful tips that we're gonna share with you today.
Let's get started. So our van hunt started from the comfort of our house sitting assignment where we were staying for free. If you haven't checked out that video, make sure to check it out above.
So our first step was to decide what kind of van we wanted.
Yeah, there's many different types of vans, from the old Volkswagen vans to cargo vans that you convert everything yourself, to motorhomes, to ambulances, to buses. So we had to narrow it down to what kind of van was best for us.
After we considered our budget, we decided to go for a cargo van or conversion van.
With the conversion van, you don't have to do as much customization yourself, but with the cargo van, they're built tougher for work and you have a lot more customization options. We were looking for an older van that would fit into our budget, but also one that didn't have too many miles. So the trick to finding these were to check on Craigslist and Facebook every couple hours, because these vans are selling fast, and also go into Craigslist and Facebook and set alerts. You can make a search and say what's the maximum mileage you want, what's the price range you want, what's the search term you want. So I set alerts for every different type of van that we were looking for, as well as words like conversion van, camper van, high top van. And so every so often I'd get a Facebook notification or an email with all the newest vans that just came on the market.
We couldn't find anything in Michigan that wasn't really rusty.
Until we spotted one van that was about 5 hours away that was from Florida, so it didn't have any rust. I contacted the owner and they said they were actually going to be driving closer, about 2 hours from where we're staying. And so we could see it in a couple days.
We were super excited to go and see it, but the night before
we saw another really cool van that was just posted, and it was close to our house. And this was actually a camper van, which had already had all the things converted, so we wouldn't have to do much changes ourselves, which was important to us because we want to leave as quickly as possible. And so since the vans are going so fast, we didn't want to drive all the way across to the other side of the state and give up the opportunity of losing this other van.
The only problem was the camper van saw our messages, but they don't respond to us.
That made us think that maybe they had already sold it to someone else. We weren't sure what to do, but we decided to drive across 2 hours to see the other van anyway and just risk it. So we got there, I asked the owner a bunch of questions, I checked everything out and pretended like I knew what I was talking about, and we took it for a test drive and everything checked out. It was pretty cool.
I started to get excited and imagine all the things that we could build in there.
So I negotiated down to a fair price and we were super excited. The only thing left was going to the bank to withdraw the money.
That's when the problem started.
There's a flag on my account and they won't let me withdraw any money or write a cashier's check without my debit card, and I don't have my debit card.
Stupid rules.
And so they said the only option I have is to write a personal check and then go with the seller to her bank, and then she can just cash the check right there and have the money in her account. But then I called her and she said that she doesn't want that. She needs a certified check or cash. She doesn't want anything else. And so I said, sorry, I can't do anything else, so
okay,
no deal.
I don't know if she thought that we were like scammers or something like that.
It was pretty frustrating because I didn't understand why she wouldn't do it, but in retrospect, we kind of understand because we don't have regular cell phone numbers since we travel. our Facebook names are all weird, and when she was chatting with us on Facebook, and so maybe she was a little bit suspicious about us, but still, she was gonna have the cash in her hands.
So we started the 2.5 hour journey home, and we were a little bit disappointed. Let it go! We're gonna find another one! You're lucky!
Yeah, I couldn't stop thinking about it. I loved everything about that van and I was super excited, but Diane kept telling me,
Stop! It's gonna be an awesome van that is waiting for us out there. Yes! Positive. God was looking out for us, and it happened for a reason.
I wanted to believe her, but I just couldn't stop thinking about that van.
We go home, drink some wine to forget about it, and went to sleep.
Hello, you shouldn't sleep on the floor. And the next morning, we woke up to an awesome surprise. It turns out that the people from the first camper van that we wanted finally messaged us back saying that they were busy and they didn't have time to respond earlier and that we could come see it.
So we get ready and we went there as soon as we could, because with these vans you cannot wait.
Yeah, there's no time for thinking, you have to act and go right away. We couldn't believe that we had just traveled all the way across Michigan to see a van, and this one was only like 4 minutes away from where we're staying. So we finally got to the camper van that we wanted to see.
We were surprised!
This one.
It's not that one, that's too big for us. This one.
This nice little van is just a little bit bigger than the van we saw when we traveled across Michigan, but it has everything inside already. And so we went and checked everything out, went for a test drive. The only concerning thing is the guy said the odometer is broken, and so we don't know how many miles this baby has, which is kind of risky.
But we decided to have faith and trust in him because he seemed like a good person.
In episode number 2 of Project Untethered Van Life, we're gonna bring it over to good old Uncle Mark, the mechanic, and he's gonna help us check out all the mechanical things. Hopefully everything will be in perfect working condition since it's 30 years old.
Almost his age.
Almost older than me. So we're expecting some things to need to be replaced, but we hope that it's nothing expensive because we're on a budget here, guys.
The good thing about this van is that it's a mix of a van and a motorhome.
That means we don't need to spend as much of our budget building a bed and building cabinets and putting in a fridge or cooler or whatever. It's all already in there.
It saves a lot of time.
So guys, in episode 2, we're going to visit Uncle Mark. In episode 3, we'll probably give you a tour of the entire van. So make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for the next videos. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.
Ice cream.
Ice cream at McDonald's to celebrate.
From your house.
Our new home for the next 10 years.
Are you excited about it?
Hopefully it doesn't break.
Don't think the negative. Think positive.
That's so good. FedEx.
Ding dong. In Michigan, that wasn't. We decided to buy a van and
More excitement.